Hi, my loves. Remember, I told you I had a very special Thanksgiving message and I was going to share my gratitude list with all of you on a very special video with a very special guest. I just finished filming that video. Sorry, my lighting's a little funky. I could not film it on my phone because I needed my phone to film that video, so I'm just holding my phone up. While I'm finishing up. But without further ado, please stay tuned for me and my hubby sharing our gratitude lists with one another and also with all of you. Love you guys. Enjoy. Make sure that if you like this one, please like it. He would love it. I can't wait to tell him how many views and how many likes we get. Also, comment below with your thoughts and make sure you're subscribed, obviously, so you don't miss a video if you're new here. This is Ro. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and we will have more later. I don't want to make this any longer than it already is because we had a pretty long video there. Love you guys.
Being recorded and is subject to monitoring. Hang up to...
Hey.
Hey.
All right, I started my recording already, so I'm just going to put the phone down. Hopefully this works.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
You haven't tested this out yet? This is the test run?
This is the test run.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, you want to start first?
Sure. I'm going to start at number 10 and we'll go back and forth, work our way down.
Sure.
Okay. Number 10 is actually something really simple that I'm most grateful for this year. I have a well-stocked cell, and what I mean by that is there have been a couple situations over the course of the last year where I found myself locked in the cell with no heat, no power, no water, which can be a little disconcerting to say the least. So the fact that I'm now fully stocked up like a bomb shelter, I have bottled water under my bed and plenty of food in my locker, pens, papers, books, so I can read, write, take care of, all the essentials. I got some warm clothes, and I even had a custom-made winter blanket for when it gets really cold. So something simple, or seemingly simple. I'm really grateful to have all those things that make life a little bit more comfortable.
Well, I have to say, I think I'm grateful that you're stocked like a bomb shelter, although that scares the hell out of me, but that's okay. So I'm going to go, and we're just running through this real quickly because I'm saying this to not you, everybody that's watching this, because we only have 15 minutes on this call. But I did not do these in any particular order except for my last two, number 1 and 2. So my number 1 through 8, I said my health, because seeing what I am seeing and experiencing right now with my mother, who is extremely ill, makes me not take my own health and the health of everybody else that I love around me for granted. Your turn.
All right.
This call is from a federal prison.
In case we forgot.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to keep working the way down. Same thing. I didn't put these in a particular order, except for the last couple. Same thing. But along with kind of sticking with that, what I have in my cell, one of the things that I really value is books. I've been very fortunate to have people who, send me books on all the things that I want to learn and just learn more about, and they really help to shape me into who I am today. So I have a stack of books in my locker, on my desk, that I feel really, really fortunate to have because they've been so influential in my life.
Awesome. I love that. Okay, so my next one is work, and even though I'm not in love with my job as it is right now, it affords me the flexibility to come see you and to just basically live my everyday life the way I want to live it. Also, along with work, as far as my SPWF work, my tenacity and my creative spirit and energy, I get to utilize all of that in my work, in my passion project, as well as in my everyday 9-to-5 job. Back to you.
Wow. Well, that lines up almost perfectly with my number 8, which is my work in here. I feel incredibly fortunate that, I get to fulfill my purpose, what I, believe is my purpose at this point in my life is, to inspire people to live into their full potential I get to do that every single day in here. So I feel incredibly fortunate to be working as a coach, as a trainer. I serve as a mentor. All these things that, fall under the category of work that certainly don't feel like it, that, have helped me identify what I want to do outside of here, what I'm looking forward to us doing together, in the future. That's what I'm most excited about, so I'm grateful to have that opportunity right now.
Love it. And so my next few, I have to say, I wrote them more for being in a prison relationship versus just life in general. So my next one is I'm so grateful for CoreLinks, which is the email system. So it's very similar to JPay for people who don't know what CoreLinks is. And I'm just so grateful for that because we are so limited on our phone calls and our visits, especially now that we're going into the winter season where I can't come out there with the weather. I don't think our relationship would be nearly as strong as it is if we didn't have that CoreLink system. So even though it can be a little bit janky sometimes, it's so helpful.
I definitely agree with that. Surprisingly, I didn't put the email system on here. The next thing that I had on my list was actually my cellmate. As strange as that may sound. I live in a bathroom. Had to be locked in for weeks at a time to finally live with someone who is equally as considerate. I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes in, my peace of mind. So I'm really grateful to have a cellmate like that. And, living with another man in a bathroom prepares me for any situation that you and I will ever encounter living together.
What does that mean?
I'm saying, like, us sharing a bathroom after having lived in a bathroom with another man for all these years. I don't care if we live in, the smallest one-room place. I would be happy just to share that space with you.
Oh, good cover. Okay. Is it my turn or are you still going?
No, it's your turn.
Okay. Number 4 along the same lines is I'm happy for our phone calls because even though what we do experience with emails and how we can communicate, it's never the same as hearing somebody's voice and hearing that I love you and talking through things. Sometimes, especially when there's misunderstandings through email. Sometimes writing, there's no inflection and things don't really come across the right way. So I'm very, very grateful for our phone calls, even though they're limited.
Definitely, but, if anybody listening has any pull in getting us more phone time, I'd be really happy about that. Where we at? 6. Number 6 on my list. This may sound a little broad, so I should probably elaborate. What I'm most grateful for this year is to feel like I have so much love in my life. From you, from my family, from my friends. I know that in the past, that to me felt like an unfulfilled need that, kind of drove me to do a lot of regrettable things. And knowing that I have all the love that I could ever need or want puts me in a position where I feel like I'm in a place of abundance where I can give that love freely and openly and just be so grateful to have that in my life.
It's so unfair that I'm the one on video so people can see me tearing up right now, but also they get to see me smile in a way that nobody else can make me smile. So I love that one. So my next one is along the same lines again, is our visits, because I don't even need to explain that, because anybody watching this, let's hope, gets visits, and I can't even put words to the feeling.
Man, I'm tempted to throw out my number 5 and go with the visits. Well, let me do.
That was also my number 5, and I'm showing everybody on the screen so they know that I'm not lying. That's cool.
Okay. Listen, the visits, and you and I have talked about this plenty of times, and I try and share this with anybody who's, willing to listen. Coming from
my next one is, I'm going to go through these a little bit faster because we're at 10 minutes and we're already halfway. But my car, and I don't think anybody knows this story here, but the salesman who helped me get my car, and how you were behind that and you helped me get that, and that was like the best Valentine's Day gift ever.
Okay. Oh, well, it's kind of ironic. Number 4, I have friends and family, and this is something that over the years I've kind of put together because I haven't always been really close with all of my family, but there are some friends that I have that I consider family, like the one that helped with the car. I feel incredibly fortunate to have the people that are in our inner circle at this point, that we can share our love, our support, our accomplishments with, that truly appreciate us and support us in that way. That's something that I wish I could tell them all more frequently.
That,
This
okay.
call is from a federal prison.
So my next one is my sense of humor and your sense of humor, and it just made me think of a story. After I had been through a whole bunch of not so great relationships, I remember saying to myself, you know what, I would give up physical appearance if it meant the person had brain and had a sense of humor and shared my same values. And you have all of the above, including the physical attraction. So, but I'm really grateful for how we can laugh at things, especially things like your sentence, and we can make jokes about it instead of just feeling depressed about it.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Okay, how fast can you talk?
We're at I think we're at number 3.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to group number 2 and 3 as we get closer to number 1 here. 2 and 3 are my parents. And I say, in no specific order, I'm grateful to have both of them still in my life, that they're both still alive. The scare with your mother's health is a constant reminder of that. My parents' own health and their age, and I watch people frequently deal with the loss of their parents, where I'm at, and I feel so fortunate that both my parents, what they go through to come out here, and like my dad's recent visit, he's in no physical shape to get here, but he was adamant about coming out, and, I don't know how we would have dealt with that visit had you not been here to help him every step of the way. But really, both my parents, I can't imagine how my relationship with either of them would have gotten to where it is today under a different situation. So,
I love that.
I'm grateful they're still around.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
me too. I'm gonna lump my next two together as well, because they kind of go hand in hand too, and then we're running out of time. So my next one was my SPWF community and my friends who I've met through SPWF who have become like my family, and my next one on my list is my family. So I want to group them all together because they are my biggest support. They are who keep me going. And my family, I also want to include all the children in my life, my nieces and nephews, because you and I don't have kids, and we don't know if we'll ever be afforded that opportunity, although we remain hopeful. So that's kind of like my little taste, and I get to give them back, which is great. And also the time that I am able to spend with my mother, because I don't even know if I ever told you this, but I was really sick when I was little with my asthma, and my mom used to sit up at night, probably the first year of my life, every night she barely slept to make sure I was breathing. And I feel like I'm returning the favor now for her, and it melts my heart to be able to do that for her. Kind of puts everything in perspective, where I feel like it gives even our situation a purpose, because if you and I were off living together somewhere, there would be nobody here to take care of her. Okay, go ahead with your number 1. I'm sorry, I know we only have a few seconds.
Here we go. My number 1 is, of course, my beautiful, brilliant, creative, and loving wife. You've inspired me to become more than I ever could have dreamed of on my own. And honestly, just a few words from you in an email or here on the phone can turn my whole day around. You always got just the right thing to say to make me smile, to make me feel loved and appreciated. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. That's why you are my number 1 on
you were my number one too, and you said it best. So all that back at you. Oh, you guys, that was amazing. So I hope you guys got something out of that. We both wish you nothing but the most amazing Thanksgiving. We hope that you can find the good in it. We hope that you can communicate the way that you can. We hope that you can find the humor in the worst of times. And he helped me get my car, by the way. I'll tell you guys that story another time, but he made some phone calls, and he has a very good friend who sells cars, and he put me in touch with him, and he got me a really, really, really good deal on my car. So again, that'll be a video for another time, but I didn't want to leave you hanging with that, thinking like, what the hell is she talking about? What is this shady business? It was nothing shady. He just has a very good friend that took care of it for us. But I hope you guys, I encourage you guys, I challenge you guys to do this exercise with your loved one. Hopefully you will, well, I don't know if you'll get a chance to do this when I post it on Thanksgiving, but hopefully you will get a chance to do it over the next couple of weeks, whether it be whatever communication you have available to you, if you both write your lists and exchange them with one another on the phone, if you do it at visit, although you'll have to remember it. I don't know anywhere where you can bring that with you, but if you do it like that, or it might be beautiful to do it in a letter, you might want to do that as your Christmas gift to him. I do have a gift guide coming for Christmas for things for you guys to send inside to your loved ones for Christmas, but that might be a great one for you. And also, if you can do it over, I think I said everything, mail, phone, emails if you have them, or visit, or letters. So you guys keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to it all being over. Lots of love from my heart, and lots of love from Adam's heart, lots of love from both of our hearts to all of yours. I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys comment below. Let me know if you like this style video. Let me know if you want to hear more from him. I do know he would love to answer questions that you guys have about anything on the inside, or anything as far as our relationship, or anything as far as his case, or anything that you guys can think of. So let us know in the comments below. We'd love to do that with you guys. What you got out of this video, and whatever else your beautiful hearts want to share with me and with us. Bye guys, I'll see you in the